Alright, so it is part 9 of the Road to 1800 ELO series, and I'm going to start up a game. And overall, I'm going to focus on the game more and talk a little bit less, and only explain when I really have to. Okay, e4, just d5, yep, knight f6. Okay, bishop c4. That is a move that I have not seen before. I probably will just capture. Okay, knight f3. Probably just bishop g4 and pin this knight. I think my opponent is probably going to castle. Okay, knight c3. So now I have to do something about my knight here. I could take, and they will take back, and then maybe e6. That is an option. I could also just play e6. Takes. Yeah, I do really like c6 though. I think I'm going to play c6 and defend my knight that way, and then after that play e6. My opponent will probably castle, and then I will play e6. Yep. Okay, now we'll play e6 and improve this, protect this knight even more. If any piece should take, I will take with the c-pawn probably. Okay, knight e4. That is a very weird move, I must say. Doesn't really threaten anything. So now I have to think about how I will complete the rest of my development. Probably bishop e7. Yeah, honestly, just bishop e7 and then castles. Alright, d3. Protects these two pieces, lets the bishop out. Yeah, I don't really see anything wrong with castling. Then after that, maybe knight d7. But you know what? Knight d7 and then knight d5 seems really good for some reason. Yeah, let's play knight d7 and go for knight d5 until we have the chance to, because the bishop cannot go back anymore. Now I want to put pressure onto this knight. Okay, bishop e3. I believe we can play knight e5 now. Knight e5. Let's say bishop goes back. I take, they take with a pawn, and then I have to drop my bishop back. Yeah, and then the kingside pawn structure is ruined. Does seem pretty good, I must say. I could also capture the bishop, but that I am not too convinced. Also, if knight e5 captures, we will take the queen. Now we have two knights in the center. Ah, okay, knight goes back to defend, interesting. So now if I take, they will just take with the knight. But it does make their position a little bit passive. Taking this bishop, no. I think I'll just castle. Actually, hold on. h3, here, g4, here, and then this knight. The problem is this knight is hanging, and I don't want to exchange the bishop for the knight. Takes. Could also play bishop f6, just protecting this knight. Castles, h3, here, g4, here, and then my knight is undefended. That's a problem. Could also go bishop d6, but I like bishop f6 a little bit more, protecting the knight. Probably not the best move, but I like having my pieces defended. Yeah, see, already from that one move explanation, I already lost 3 minutes. Yeah, that's too much. Okay, rook b1. Oh, now I get it. So they are expecting takes, and then takes here. That was not my plan. So let's just castle. Okay, bishop e3. I'm thinking to just play a5, a4, along with b5 to trap this bishop and gain some space on the queen side. Seems pretty good. Yep, let's go for it. I'm expecting a3 or a4. Yep, a4. So now the bishop has an escape. I could plant my knight here, then maybe c3, and then I take. Yeah, that seems pretty good. The problem is I don't see anything else. I guess I could play b5. Takes. Don't really like that. Yeah, let's go forward with the knight. Yep. Knight b4. If c3, then this pawn is hanging. Okay, bishop c5. That's pretty interesting. Attacks my rook. I guess they want to take the knight, not to. So let's just move the rook. I think they probably will capture the knight, because it's pretty good. Yep, they do take. And now we have this pawn on b4. And we have a opened rook. Okay, I think I will just simply drop back the bishop. Nothing complicated. Okay, g4. I could sack maybe, but no, let's just keep it simple. And if takes, our knight is defended, which is why I played bishop f6. If g5, I will exchange the knights first and then move my bishop probably. Okay, knight c4. I could exchange on f3. Does make the queen active. I could exchange on c4, then bishop takes. I don't know about that yet. I think this knight is more active than this knight on f3. Yeah, let's exchange the knight. And they take back with the pawn. Interesting. That I did not expect. I will not take the queen though, because then they will take with the rook. With this rook probably. Yeah, so the question is, what will I do? I could play c5 maybe, but then I can't play b5, which is mildly annoying. I don't really know what else to do. I guess I could push this pawn up, maybe. Yeah, honestly, c5 does seem kind of good, protecting this pawn on b4 and preventing the knight from coming here. If takes, then that just brings my rook into the game. I will probably take with the a rook. Okay, so they take the queen. There is also an argument made for taking with the e rook, because this rook is already on an opened file. Honestly, I think I'm going to capture with the e rook. Yeah. This rook is already doing something. Okay, g5. I could plant my bishop on c5. Then they will take. I will take. That could be a consideration. I could also drop it back to e7, but that is a little bit passive. And the problem with the bishop d4 is that I will lose the bishop pair. And then they will probably go here. And I might go here. They will take. I will take. Yeah, I think bishop d4 is better than making my bishop too passive. Although bishop e7 combining well, then there is h4. And then after bishop h5, for instance, drop the knight back and I can't take on g5. So that's kind of my consideration. Also after bishop d4, c3, takes. That is kind of complicated. Here, let's say, yeah, if h4, then this bishop is just completely dead. Also after bishop d4, what if rook here? They don't have to take. And then here, and then, yeah. Okay, I think I will go bishop e7. Bishop d4 was also good, but after rook f to d1, I was just not really convinced that it is good for me. Yeah, so they do play h4. Now my idea was bishop h5 and then infiltrate into the 7th rank right here. I could also go bishop e4, knight here, and then maybe go here. That is also interesting. Yeah, it does get attacked by the rook. Well, here, and is it threatening anything? Not really. And then I can go here, then they go here, then I go here. Actually, no, it's protected. Yes, I will attack the knight like this on h5, and then infiltrate onto the 2nd rank, or 7th rank. Yeah, the only square for the knight is e5. They could also go to h2, but that is very passive. So knight e5 is basically the only move, apart from king g2, I guess. So knight e5, rook d2, maybe rook here, and then I will back the rook up. Actually, no, the bishop is covering the square. Yep. You know, my opponent could play king g2. That's pretty interesting. Then I will take, and then go here. Okay, they do play king g2. Takes, here, here. Yeah, it's not so easy actually. Takes, here, here. Takes. I am on the 7th rank with the rook, but I'm not really attacking anything is my problem. Actually, here, and then maybe bring in this. What about f6? f6 is also interesting. Takes, and then this pawn is weak. No. Yeah, honestly, I think I will take the knight, and then here or here. Here, let's say they go king here, and we'll double up. Yeah, let's go rook here, attack this pawn, and then double up. I'm expecting king g3, and then I will play rook d8. They could also play rook d1. I take, and they infiltrate my 2nd rank. But if rook okay, so they defend with the rook. That is a little bit passive, so I will just bring the other rook. Yeah, and I'm thinking about f6. After takes, this pawn is a little bit weak, but I can deal with it. Especially because this bishop is blocked in. But so far, no blunders, I think. I might also consider pushing this pawn. Could also play h6. Takes, and then I get checked. Probably not. Okay, rook e1. So if I play f6, they're going to take. That is a good move, I think. Could also play bishop d6, check. Let's play king f8. Okay, takes. Here, let's say here. How about I will ignore? Yeah, we'll just ignore that. Okay, f6. Yeah, no, f6 is unfortunately not a move. I think I might go here. Let's just go here, because I'm not exactly sure how I will. Yeah, now I think I'll go here or here. Yeah, let's go here actually. Rook d1. I definitely don't want a rook trade right now. And then maybe go here to attack this pawn. Okay, c3 takes. Oh, there's a attack on the bishop. Now I gotta go here to attack this b2 pawn. Okay, so we will just take. Okay, attacking this b2 pawn. How about oh, check, he will block with the rook. Guess I can still try it. Pretty unfortunate. Yeah, let's take the rook then. And we will probably just have a draw-ish endgame. Let's go here. Yeah, let's go here, bishop c5, and then if he doesn't see it, I will play bishop d4, attacking this pawn. Although if I take this pawn, that doesn't really do anything. It's still a draw. Yeah, the game might be a draw here. Okay, they attack my pawn. Could play g6. So play this. I'm not too... Yeah, let's play g6. And all on these queenside pawns are on dark squares, so the bishop can't attack it. Let's move the king now. Okay, let's go f6. Takes. Let's take, and then go here. Actually go here to prevent the king from coming here. Yeah, so that is the idea. Let's just go here and defend that guy. Okay. Let's go here. Then maybe push h6, I suppose. Because we don't really have anything else to do. Yeah, h6. Here. Here. Yeah, king g4. Here. Let's just go here to prevent the king from doing anything. And probably king g7, king f6 is what I'm gonna do probably. Yeah. Let's go king here, king f6. And I think it's a draw. Okay. But we still gain like 3 rating points from a draw. So that is not too bad. They might try something with a5, but then I take, and since my bishop is here, it's completely defending everything. Yeah, it's just gonna be a draw. My only light squared pawn is this, and it is not capturable by the bishop because I will defend it with my king. Maybe there is a way to get to this pawn, but that would mean here. Oh no. Okay. Oh, thank God I reconnected. Yeah, I was actually looking at something interesting. In theory, I can get to this pawn, but I'm not too sure if I can capture it, because there's probably going to be the bishop defending it constantly. So what I was thinking about g5, and then king here, king here, king here, king here, here. But they will probably play bishop here and back, I'm guessing. Actually, if I can get my king to d2, then the bishop will have to move somewhere. If I go king c3, yeah, I think it's not possible because of that. Which is also fine. I mean, we do get 3 rating points from a draw, so we can't be unhappy about that. Okay, how about I go here? King here, king h5, king here. Yeah, no, probably just not possible. What are they trying? Let's go king here, and then maybe king here. Takes, oh, king here. I just blundered my bishop. Why am I so stupid? Why did how did I not see that? I might, oh no, I hope I don't lose the game because of this.